So I'm really sad not to be at the personalised care conference today at the King's Fund. Unfortunately, I have to be at the GP practice. I've done quite a lot of strategic stuff recently, and that balancing up with the day job is always tricky. But the opportunity to network with great thinkers like Alf Collins and James Sanderson has done such fantastic leadership on this, Richard Watts, and the support of the top bosses, Simon Stevens, Ian Dodge. It's a shame not to be there, but I'm with you in spirit. This personalised care approach is so important. I've been working on it now with the CCG in Sheffield in my practice, in my neighbourhood for probably the last 10 years. And I've really seen firsthand how important it is to be able to support people to self-manage, to work with their different levels of skills, knowledge and confidence, to tailor and personalise your approach, to offer people budgets to be able to tune in the care they want, in tuning into what matters to them is really so important. Genuine shared decision making, collaborative, with the emphasis on collaborative care and support planning, works so well. There's so much momentum behind this now, following on from the realistic medicine, Catherine Calderwood's project in Scotland, the prudent health stuff. Sally Lewis is great in Wales. The Royal College of GPs been talking a lot about collaborative care and support planning. Helen Stokes Lampard, Martin Marshall, Maya Lakhani really behind a new approach to this integrated and collaborative way of working. My day down here in Sheffield, I will actually be sort of living out, trying to enact the personalised approach. This morning I'll be doing a virtual ward with an MDT from the community team, sort of voluntary sector nurses, thinking about sort of long-term approaches for case management of most complex and frail elderly patients. At lunchtime I'll be meeting with some other GP practices locally where we're trying to roll out a tailored approach based around the patient activation measure and different levels of people's ability to self-manage in our long-term conditions. Doing that across a larger scale, a group of GP practices will perhaps help us to realise some economies of scale, but it's tricky and hard to do. And then later on I'll be doing just a good old ordinary GP clinic. I'm sure I'll reflect on the fact that probably some of the people didn't need to see me, and probably some of the people needed more than 10 to 15 minutes so I can give them this sort of clinic. So, we're adapting. None of this is perfect, but we're adapting and learning all the time. So fantastic, there's a conference like this happening. What we need really is this top-down approach to set a shared consciousness, to set the ethos, to give us some new values, give us some new contracts, and then we can adapt and have some space to innovate and put that into practice at the bottom-up level, so we can really bring it to life and make this thing happen for staff, for patients, and make personalised care a reality.